Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. We have to get used to being rejected. There are so many people in the courtship arena who have an issue with being rejected. This is a part of life, and this is a part of every aspect of life. Once we realize that rejection is just a part of the process, we'll be able to be a lot more patient with the process, and we'll be able to get to our goal. Rejection is a part of business, it's a part of life, getting and pursuing jobs, it's a part of relationships, it's a part of friendships. This is just something that you're going to have to endure. So when I hear or have heard in the past a man saying, I don't like rejection, well, that's just an issue that you're going to have to continue to face, because when you don't like something and you don't embrace something that is a part of life, you're going to make your life more difficult. Okay? So what I've learned in the courtship arena, especially when you're on marriage websites, marriage courtship sites, for Muslims in particular, for me, in my experience, is that a lot of men don't want to put forth the effort because they're afraid of rejection. What that says to me is that you're not even brave enough, or you're not strong in your faith enough to pursue what Allah has put there for you to pursue. So if you're on a site and you want to be married, you can't just sit there and wait for a woman to address you. That is not the goal. The goal is for a man who knows what he wants and pursues what he's looking for. He seeks it out in the proper way. And in order for him to reach that status of a husband, if he wants to be a husband, he has to make a move, right? So I'm speaking to the sisters first and foremost. I'm not speaking to the brothers. I'm saying that if you see a brother that is too afraid to do what he needs to do, that says a lot about him, okay? Unfortunately, there's a lot of brothers that are just shy, and they don't want to speak up, and they don't know what to say, but they need to learn how to say what they need to say. Because in marriage, you're going to have to learn how to speak up, and you're going to have to learn how to lead. And if you don't know how to do those things, you're not going to be a good husband. And that is just the facts. So what we're looking for are men who are confident enough in themselves to ask you for your wali's information, to ask you if you're seeking marriage, and if you are open to, courting him in a halal way. And that has to be done first and foremost with his own intentions and confidence. You can't make him do it. There's some things on these apps where you can poke a person, or you can send a quick message, or you can just show interest in them. However, I never suggest to sisters to pursue a brother. You should maybe send a message. You can give the greetings, the salams, and just let them know you're interested, but that opens the door and gives him an opportunity to take the lead in that situation. I do not suggest a sister continue to message a brother after you've already messaged him once. Once you've made your presence known, that's enough. If he does not respond, or if he takes his time responding, then you just have to learn how to be patient. And that is our position as women. We're present, we're there, we're available, but we're patient and waiting for Allah to send our mate to us. We do not go and pursue a man. That is where we go wrong. Okay? So I just want to make that very clear, that when we're on these apps or in the real world, you allow a man, or a brother in particular, a Muslim brother, to pursue us. He seeks out your wali. He makes the proper steps towards marriage. Period. He is the lead in that situation. And I hope this helps anyone looking for marriage. May Allah bless us to have patience and endure during the times of difficulties. And may Allah bless us to have patience and understanding during times of rejection and during times of loneliness and during times of solitude, because solitude is good for us. If there's a time of solitude that we're going through, then take advantage of that to grow. Take advantage of that time to increase in your ibadah. Take advantage of that time to gain closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and take advantage of that time especially to learn yourself more and to better yourself, because once you do become a wife, you will be able to be a better wife to that person that you marry, inshallah. May Allah help us. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.